So finding the next logical steps, the path of least resistance, is not necessarily being passive or inactive. Sometimes it's a very active.
So you're getting tuned in, and you're in alignment, and then you're asking the question about finding the path of least resistance. Isn't it just going to reveal itself to you?
Yeah, the recognition of it. I guess there's that knowing, and then sometimes there's that almost knowing, and I don't know, there's that you don't quite exactly know it's right, but I guess you have to stop and wait until it feels inspired as opposed to pushing it. Because sometimes when you're on the edge of the vortex, talk about this kind of bumpy.
Here's the answer to what you're looking for. And we haven't spoken it in this day. And so let's introduce it here because it matters. You get it that everything's about energy. And we haven't spoken the specifics of this today, but we're going to do it right now. Everything that happens to you is law of attraction's response to your point of attraction.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how you got to the vibration that you're offering. It is, and law of attraction is responding to it. So if you're thinking, and some of the questions that you were asking just now are about what's going on right now and your awareness of them. And we want to say deliberate creation happens best in advance. In other words, we want you to prepare your grid in advance. We want you to deliberately chill in advance. We want you to deliberately meditate in advance. We want you to deliberately make lists of positive aspects. We want you to deliberately go general. We want you to take those moments where you can get off the road, so to speak. We don't want you doing your most deliberate thinking when you're going 135 miles an hour in a 55-mile-an-hour speed zone. In other words, but when you are lying in your bed, we've called it pre-paving for a very long time. So think in terms of doing your creating in your mind under the conditions that are the most conducive to ease and positive expectations, and then spend the rest of your time reveling in the universe's ability to deliver it to you. So if you're pre-paving in advance, and then you're letting the majority of your time as things are unfolding be time that you're noting, oh, look how well this is going, look how well this is going, look how well this is going, it will all come together in a really perfect way for you.
So it's not so creating in the moment while you're taking action. It's like it's creating ahead of time and recognizing it as it shows up.
Yeah, and here's the best way to hear that. That would be like falling out of the sky or falling off the roof and asking, what thoughts should I be thinking while I'm falling? And we mean that relative to all creation. We're not just talking about creation where there might be an abrupt ending. We're talking about all creation. There is this momentum during which contemplating the specifics of what you're doing are not necessary, because the momentum is already taking care of that. You get what we're talking about? We want you to stop struggling in your creation in the momentum. In other words, let the momentum happen and then reevaluate. Mm-hmm. And if you will do more creating in advance, if we were standing in your physical shoes, this is the way we would play it out. When we go to bed at night, we would bask in the deliciousness of the bed, and we would lie in appreciation of everything that we could find to appreciate about. We would bring ourselves into alignment through appreciation, through deliberate focus. And if we couldn't find it there, we would go general enough until we find it. And we would intend to sleep well. And we would put forth the suggestion, which is a pre-paving, that when we awaken in the morning, we will feel refreshed, and that tomorrow will be a day where much inspiration of things from the vortex will flow. And then when we awaken in the morning, the first thing that we would say is, I'm happy to be awake and aware in this physical body, and I'm looking forward to witnessing the evidence of my alignment. I know there is already momentum in motion on a lot of things. And the momentum, no matter what it is going to serve me, because it's going to help me to direct my intentions. Mm-hmm. There's going to be contrast that's going to help me decide more clearly. So this is going to be a day that's going to be the grid filling in with things wanted and unwanted, and I embrace all of that because I accept all of it as motion forward. I accept all of it is why I'm here. And this is going to be a really fun day. So now you've set the potential resistance sort of at bay just a little bit, because you have, in general terms, not specific terms, in general terms, said that you embrace and welcome all of it, because you accept all of it as valuable for you, you see.
Thank you so much. It's such a good reminder, because life works so well, but remember, the contrast is blessed and appreciated, and every day brings contrast, and thank God I'm a human being having a physical experience, because I get the contrast, I get to move the universe forward, and thank you so much.
And then we would meditate. We would do that every morning. We would set aside 15 or 20 minutes. We would quiet our mind, and we would say, during this process, I'm going to allow the raising of my vibration for my highest potential, because I want to be aware of the things that are happening today. I want to notice all of the unique synchronicities that are blessings for me. And that includes wanted and unwanted, because it's all... And I'm just going to enjoy the heck out of this day. I'm just going to have a really, really, really good day. And then we'd go have a really, really good day, and we'd pat ourselves on the back all day long. I played this just right. I pre-paved the day. I set it in motion, and I allowed the contents of my vortex to reveal themselves to me in as many opportunities during this day as is possible. And people walking around next to you or observing you here and there are wondering, many of them, what is this magic that this person has going on? There's an intensity, a happy intensity. There's a expectation of things going well. There's a flexibility and an ability to roll with whatever's happening. There's a humor peaked at just a productive and satisfying place. And there's productivity all around. This is a person living life on purpose and loving the living of life.
Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.